All right, here we are. We're live again for this week's Lego Motel discussion. We're just going to be talking about the last episode that came out recently for Lego Motel. Really happy with the response. We'll get into that in a minute. A little bit later, we're going to be talking with people on Discord. So if you guys don't know, I have a Discord. I'm going to copy the link right now and I'm going to post it in the chat. So jump in the Discord so later on we can you can actually be on stream and we can have a voice chat with a bunch of people from the Discord. I just dropped the link in the chat. Let me know if you're having trouble getting into the Discord or you need some help or whatever. I'm sure either myself or someone in the chat can help you get in there. We also recently announced the winner of the giveaway, the Game of Bricks giveaway. Let me make this full screen here. So this company, Game of Bricks, has been really cool in partnering with my channel and sponsoring at least one giveaway. I think we're going to do more. But this last giveaway ended. We announced the winner. I've reached out to the winner, and I haven't heard back yet. So if anybody knows GJ Productions, he was in the chat last stream. I remember that, and he commented on the last week's episode of Lego Motel. If anybody knows how to reach that guy, let me know. I replied to one of his comments on last week's video, and I'm trying to find other ways to reach out to him. But hoping I hear back from him soon. I'm gonna say we'll give it 7 days. And if I don't hear back from the winner in 7 days, then I'll do a live stream next Friday, and I'll pick the winner on stream. I don't know if I would pick it from the live chat or if I would just pick it from the comments again, but I don't know. We'd have to figure out how to pick a new winner. But so GJ Productions, if you ever end up watching this, you've got 7 days to just get in touch with me. I sent you my email address, so if you just want to send your info over there, I can get Game of Bricks to send you out the Avengers Compound Light Kit. So looking forward to doing more in the future. Holy crap, me can do the English with the £10 super chat. That's amazing, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love making these videos, and I love streaming and talking to you guys, and I really love doing animations like Lego Batman and Star Wars stuff, and especially Lego Motel is something that gives me a lot of pleasure when I have time to make those. So I get a lot of self-fulfillment out of that, but when you guys are willing to throw me a few bucks just to say, hey, I appreciate what you're doing, that always makes my day. So I really appreciate that. Me can do the English. Check out this guy's channel, Chewbacca Charlie. He makes some cool stuff. Alright, so in the chat we got Lego Pete 3, Jolly Critic, Bad Vibes 777, what's going on? Chimichanga Productions Extra, JTH Studios, Oak 99, Alex Cooper, Studio Smith, me can do the English of course, Red Dijon, Figures in Motion Animations, Airborne Productions, what's going on? Thank you so much for everyone who's watching. I really appreciate that. I just want to thank you guys so much for your feedback and the response that I got on the Lego Motel that came out yesterday. Because I gotta be honest, like I've said in previous streams, when I'm making a Lego Motel episode, I'm usually really hyped about it, and I'm like, this is gonna be really awesome. And then I'm editing it, and by the 10th hour of editing, I'm finishing the mouth animations and all that stuff. Just super, just kill me now. This is the 1500th frame of putting a black box over a face to the rhythm of a voice. And I'm like, this is killing me, dude. I can't do this. I think this episode is bad. I had the opposite experience with this most recent one, with the 200 IQ episode. The whole time I was writing it and shooting it and getting it ready, getting the script finalized so I could do my voice part, I was so worried it wasn't going to be good enough. I really appreciated the action brick when he did his voice animation when he did his voice acting for Kylo Ren. He kind of rewrote the scene a little bit with me, and he threw in some really good ideas into that scene, and I really appreciate that. The Sweeney Todd line was the action brick, and a few more things, ideas just came up from the action brick being involved, and I really appreciate when someone working with me goes above and beyond like that, and he could have just read the voices as I scripted them or whatever, and and just said whatever, but he actually took that extra step to help me make the scene even better. So I was really pumped about that scene, but the rest of it I was so nervous it wasn't going to be funny enough, and I really was ready for people to just comment on it and be like, yeah, this one was okay, nice try. I was like 100% prepared for that. Like I was ready for everyone to just give me like a pat on the back, like this is going right up on the fridge, Ramsey. Nice job. You know, like I was ready for people not to like it that much. I was convinced this was the worst episode of the season, and I was like, it's okay. Next week's is gonna be better. Next week is super funny, because when I got to pulling the footage off of this and looking at it and finalizing the script for 200 IQ, I was surprised at how little of it was actually written. Like I usually just write bare bones outlines with a little bit of dialogue, but this one, I was like, there was basically nothing. There was like very short descriptions, like Obi-Wan is telling Palpatine that he cured a disease. Obi-Wan is in therapy with this guy. Obi-Wan is in therapy with this guy. Obi-Wan is telling Disney about the spin-off movie. And it was none of the jokes were written. Like I had the scene concept, but none of the jokes were written. So I spent the last week leading up to making that, like just stressing out because I was like, I don't know, I got to come up with some jokes. This is the first episode, maybe the only episode of the season that I went back and did reshoots like a couple of days before I dropped the episode. And by reshoots, I really mean pickup shoots. I just shot some extra scenes, and because I ended up adding, I came up with the funny abortion joke with Indy at the beginning of the episode. I didn't have to reshoot anything for that because it was just dialogue, so I could just add that in. But then I was like, well, I can't just open with that and then never mention it again. So I was like, I think a better ending for the episode would be, the original ending was Obi-Wan finds out he's got 20 IQ, and then we cut to the Lego Motel logo and music. And I was like, that's okay, but I think it would be funnier. Maybe we could bring the Russian doctor back. We can have him be like, 73rd trimester abortion, and kind of extend the abortion joke and kind of have the abortion joke be the bookend of the episode. So I thought that'd be pretty cool. All right, so a lot of awesome people in the chat here. The action brick was amazing. I agree. He does a mean Kylo Ren. He does a really good Kylo Ren voice, and he's just in general great voice actor. I was so surprised. His voice file for his Kylo Ren lines was like 3 times longer than my voice file for the whole episode. Like he does so many takes. He gave me so many options. I was able to like perfectly sculpt everything that Kylo Ren was saying because he basically gave me the line in every possible good iteration of the line. Like maybe you want it this way, maybe you want it that way. And I was able to just find the perfect little piece of every word he said and like just make it just he really gave me like amazing stuff to work with, and I really appreciate that. It made me feel bad because I was like, dude, I only do like 2 or 3 takes of any line. Sometimes if I'm having trouble, I'll do like 5 or 6, but he did like 25 takes of each line, and I was really impressed by that. Like that's like he's a real pro. So I really appreciate all of his help rewriting that scene and the detail and the work he put into making his voice acting like as good as possible for the episode. So I can tell it meant a lot to him. So which means a lot to me because he's someone I look up to. He does really great animations, and he's just overall got a really great channel. So it's always cool. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it with Mace Windu saying minifigure, but that's every episode or so we'll have someone say that. I just don't want to beat it to death to the point where it's like, okay, we get it, Ramsey, minifigure. It's, yeah, okay, real funny, I don't want people to get tired of it. So, once in a while I'll break that out. Yeah, exactly. Obi doesn't even care. Like, when he finds out, he doesn't even care about his IQ. I think the messages in this episode to go down that direction, every episode has like a theme and a message, and I think those were a lot more pronounced in the previous 2 episodes of the season. In Year for Qued, you got the very obvious prescription pill satire, and the very obvious sexual abuse allegations, type jokes going on in there, where it's like people who are obviously lying, but trying to make fun of people in the media who are obviously lying and don't have any kind of proof or corroboratory claims from anybody else who is close to the situation. So this episode that just passed, not only was it was very light on the message, like the message is very deeply baked in there. Like you really got to look to find it, and it's like, to me, other people might not have picked it up, but the 200 IQ episode is about your intelligence comes from the effect you have on the people around you. Like your IQ it's really meaningless. It's like what you do, the decisions you make, and the effect you have on the world around you, that's the most important. Not like a number on a piece of paper that says you have this IQ. And I think that could have been explored more, but that was the message I was going for, along with a little bit of just a jab at the just playing around with the idea of ridiculously late-term abortions, to the point where it's like the kid's 17 years old and Indy wants to abort him. Yeah, at that point it's literally murder, and no one can argue with that. But that where I was playing around with that little bit political there, just a dash of politics to give it some spice. But yeah, so that was pretty funny. I had a lot of fun making that episode. But yeah, so 200 IQ was one that I was really nervous about. I didn't think it was good enough until I started editing it. And then all the jokes I didn't think were funny, I just started laughing really hard at while I was editing, and that was such a big relief. Like the AIDS joke, that was something that came up really late in the process of finishing the script, like the day before I recorded those voices on Wednesday. I came up with the AIDS joke, and I was like, okay, that's really gonna make this scene funny. I had an inferior version of that joke, but I came up with a way to make it work a little bit better. Like Obi, he's giving everyone AIDS, but he doesn't realize what he's doing. He thinks he's helping people. That was the concept. And what really helped this episode, on paper, this episode, pretty funny, but once I got into the, in front of the microphone and I started doing the voices, and I was able to kind of paraphrase the lines and do a lot of improv and just add extra words and add burps and certain things to just make the dialogue flow better and to be funny. And the right comedic timing can make a joke on paper that doesn't look that great really funny. And that's a big lesson I learned a lot more this time around. So that was really cool. Thank you so much, Hawaiian Beach. I really appreciate the kind words about the episode. Again, I was so surprised. I was so ready for people to tell me that this was like their least favorite of the season, but Action Brick commented on the video and said so far it was the best episode of the season, and I was like, what? Oh my god. I did not see that coming. I was so ready for everyone to hate it, and then it was so good, even Oak99 didn't find anything to nitpick in this episode, right? I love you, man. I'm just kidding. But I think that's a sign that this episode was a lot stronger than I thought it was while I was making it. So I think that's really great to hear, and I really appreciate the positive feedback. And it's been amazing reading your comments. I hearted like every single nice comment. So, and I don't think there were any negative ones. Yeah, Obi's just telling everyone to kill their parents. Like, yeah, he's just giving terrible advice. Again, going back to the message where it's like, you can have a piece of paper that says you're smart, but really how you deal with people and the decisions you make and the effect you have on the world around you that's what really matters, not the piece of paper that said he had 200 IQ. The piece of paper could have had any number on it. He's still going to be who he is. And there also is a little bit of a debate to be had. Did Obi-Wan doesn't even know what an IQ is, so did they just throw him into the IQ test and not tell him? I would like to imagine that Obi went to the IQ test and didn't understand what was going on. Like, he didn't understand he was taking an IQ test. He had no idea what IQ even is until after he took the test. Maybe someone explained it to him, and he just made pretty pictures with the bubbles on the test or something. The bubbles you fill in to answer each question. I like to imagine he didn't even know he was taking a test. He just drew pretty pictures with the bubbles, and that's why his IQ... He doesn't literally have 20 IQ, but that's what the test is saying he had, because he wasn't paying attention on the test. He just picked random answers or whatever. In an earlier version of the script, or the outline rather, Obi he takes the test and he just picks random answers, and he really does score 200 IQ. He accidentally, just by randomly picking answers, picks like all the right answers. And that was originally where I was going with it, and I was like, no, we can play around with this a little bit more. We can make this a little bit more sophisticated and subtle. But we got the Action Brick in chat. What's going on, buddy? Great to see you. I was just telling everybody how awesome you were, dude. You did so many takes for Kylo Ren, and I was really impressed with that. Like, you gave me so many options to work with. It actually really, really made the scene like super fun to edit, because I was like, well, let me try this one. He did it this way. Let me try that. That was actually really awesome. So I appreciate how much like thought you put into that recording. Benjamin Button has a really good question. Did I see Force Fire 101's Batman Part 4? Yeah, the Part 4 of Batman Retires, I just watched that yesterday. I had a chance to watch it, and it's one of those things where, let's just talk about the animation for a minute. I was so impressed. Like, that has got to be, animation-wise, one of the best animations on YouTube. with brick film wise. It's got to be one of the best. I was so impressed. It's one of those things. I felt like I was a little kid again, like I was 13 or 14 or whatever, watching a forest fire animation and being inspired to do better with my own animation. I spent a lot of time feeling that way when I was like 14, 15. I would watch his stuff, and it would inspire me to try to do better and give me ideas for ways that I could improve my animation. And I had that same feeling watching his latest film. Is that his last brick film? I hope not. I think it feels like it might be because he's selling all of his Legos on eBay or whatever. I saw that on Twitter today. I really hope he makes more, but I guess he might be moving on to bigger stuff. But watching Batman Retires Part 4 really inspired me, like, to really work hard on the next Lego Batman thing I'm making, on the next Lego Star Wars thing I'm making, and just push to the limits the effects and the smoothness and the character that I give my animation. And he's making more? Thank goodness, dude. If that was his last one, I would have cried. But no, yeah, I really enjoyed it. The animation was like mind-blowingly good. There's so much detail and effort in there. I don't know how much of it was compositing and how much of it was just really good on-set stop motion and lighting. I don't know. And that's a sign that it was really well done, because there's a lot of stuff in there where I can't exactly put my finger on how he did it. There's a few ways he could have done things. Joke-wise, I thought it was really funny. There were moments that were like, pretty funny. A couple of jokes that didn't land for me, and then most of it was like really well done, and it kept me laughing pretty much throughout the whole thing. So I thought it was really well done. It's definitely Forrest's sense of humor. He's stayed true to that, which I appreciate. And also, it's just one of those things about comedy. I noticed, I think it was at Airborne Productions in the Discord, who was saying like a lot of the jokes fell flat for him, and like that's understandable. And that's a tricky thing that I've noticed with comedy. It's like, you really got to just make something. When I'm making a comedy, I've realized I have to just make something that makes me laugh. The only way I can know if something's funny is if it makes me laugh. That's my only test. And something that makes me laugh might fall completely flat for someone else. And that's just a chance you have to take. And that's why comedy is so hard. Because it's not like, these Oscar-winning like book report films where you just, you pick a timely topic and you make something like that is going to be, you can calculate almost like a science how something can be emotionally effective to an audience, how you can connect an audience to the character. But with comedy, it's really like up in the air. You have no idea. And to an extent, it's like that with dramas and things where you want to emotionally connect the audience. Some things are not going to be relatable for some audiences as much as others, but to a point you can calculate how that's going to work. With comedy, you really can't. You just have to know, you have to have faith in your own sense of humor, and that's something that I've been working on a lot with this new season, is just having faith, just trying as hard as I can to make myself laugh, and hoping that everyone else thinks it's funny too. But if not, at least I can watch it and laugh. And I think that's the attitude it needs to be approached with. Comedy is tough for that reason. It's really unpredictable. It's a lot of like feels over reels when you're doing comedy. You can calculate a joke, but it's never going to be as funny as one that just comes to you, and you work and you chisel away at it, you refine it, and you get it to a point where you're laughing out loud. The Riddler joke was really funny. Like, honestly, what's the difference? That was clever. That was really clever. Oh, well, thank you so much, man. I have a wonderful sense of humor. I really appreciate that. It's great to hear that. It's also great. It's almost like I'm finding friends out there in the world. When you guys think my stuff is funny, it's almost like affirming that, like, okay, no, we could be friends because we have the same sense of humor. Like, I'm friends with people that don't have the same sense of humor with me, but it's always easier to get along with someone who does. Yeah, so I just gotta make sure. Okay, yeah, the audio sounds fine. So later on in the stream, we're going to be doing some Discord chats. We're going to get people on the Discord, and we're going to have like a big group chat again like we did last week. And I'm going to make sure the audio levels are a little bit better. Last week, it was very much a trial by fire kind of thing, where I had to figure out in doing it that I needed to wear the headphones, and that watching it back after for a little bit, I realized that the audio, everyone else's audio was super low, and my audio was like too loud. So this time around, I'm going to make sure that my Discord audio is way up, like my desktop capture audio is a lot higher, so that it matches mine. Captain Beans says some of my female friends have said you look like the guy who plays Kylo Ren. Yeah, I think it's the nose. I think it's got to be the nose, and maybe a few other features. But I appreciate that. Adam Driver's not a bad looking guy. He's a pretty good looking guy. I take that as a compliment. Is there a Robin in Lego Motel? There is a Robin, but I don't think we've seen him since season 1. But I think he might be back later on in the series. I don't know. I look like David Schwimmer. That's cool. It's not a bad guy to look like. I appreciate that. Tell us episode 9 spoilers. Are you talking episode 9 spoilers? Am I supposed to know something about episode 9 that everyone else doesn't? Oh, because I'm Adam Driver. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. Whew. That went right over my head. Sorry. Okay. I look like David Schwimmer. Lego Motel episode 30. Gandalf and Dumbledore get arrested for being perverts and abusing young wizards. Episode 30 is actually already shot and finished. So it would have to be 31. Yeah. Reddit/whoosh. Okay, the stream's not lagging or anything, it seems. That's good. Figures in Motion Animation says, I remember when I was a kid watching Forest Fire and would get most jokes. Watching back to it, I laugh as ever. Same goes for you, man. Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm really relieved when I go back and, like... I think that's also the power of comedy, is you go back to something you thought was funny a while ago, and a lot of the times it's still funny. Like Lego Motel, for example. I still laugh at those old jokes from 10 years ago. And my serious stuff, like my Dark Knight remakes, Batman Ascending, while some people still like that stuff, I go back and I can't watch those. Those just make me cringe too hard, because they're just bad. To me, they're just like they're not done well enough for me to want to watch them again. It's almost like, ugh. It's like looking at like baby pictures, like a really embarrassing baby picture. I don't want to, like, we'll just keep that in the drawer under the socks, and I don't need to look at that. Lego Motel is still funny though. And that's the power of comedy. The animation can suck, but if it's funny, then you're golden. You know, that stuff will last for a long time. And Studio Smith is asking which episode will feature Hogwarts again. I think it's 32. I'm like pretty sure it's 32. Let me check my outline. But I'm almost positive it's 32. I came up with ideas for a 33 and a 34 recently. I don't know if 34 is really gonna pan out, but 33 is a solid idea. It's like a Lego Motel episode that's like To Catch a Predator. It's like that kind of a theme. So that one's gonna be cool. Hopefully I can get around to making that. That would be like the 8th or 9th episode of season 5. I don't know. But yeah, so Lego Motel episode, we have episodes shot all the way up to 30. So next week we're getting 28. The week after that we're getting 29, and the week after that we're getting 30. So the next 3 weeks of Lego Motel are already shot. I just have to do the voices. Obviously I have to go back in and add some more jokes and really refine them before I record the audio. But next week's episode I'm pumped about, because I was able to get that outline / script or whatever really polished last week, to the point where I was neglecting the 200 IQ episode because I was focused on next week's episode, because I was just so pumped about it. I was thinking of really funny things to do with Short Round's dad. And next week is going to be fun, because we're going to see Short Round again for the first time in like forever. And then we're going to see Short Round's dad for the first time. So his biological father is going to be in that episode, and he's going to kind of butt heads a little bit with Indiana Jones and Obi-Wan in like kind of different ways. That'll be fun. One thing I regret, and I'm trying to work on, is Mace Windu is like really underdeveloped this season. I think the last few seasons before season 4, I think 2 and 3 were like Mace Windu's seasons. I think he was pretty prominent, especially season 3. Mace Windu was like a really prominent character. I think he was kind of the main character for a while, if I remember correctly. And now we're shifting over to a little bit of more like an Obi-Wan focused series for this season. Obi-Wan's got a lot to do, but I'm hoping that we'll get Mace Windu later on in season 5. We'll give him a lot more to do. But really, he's just kind of sitting there stewing about what happened in the first episode of the season, and he's having trouble going into public because everyone recognizes him now as the guy who sexually abused Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we get a little bit of a sense of that next episode. So next Thursday, Thursday coming up, about 6 days from now, we're getting the new episode of Lego Motel. We're on schedule still. Really happy I've been able to put out 3 episodes in 3 weeks and keep the weekly schedule going. I hope you guys are enjoying that. It's been a lot of fun. I feel like the South Park guys who, like, every week they have a time crunch to get a new episode out, that, whereas a lot of animated shows, like, the episodes are basically done before they start airing any of them. It's like the Lego Motel nostalgia season. Yeah, it's, in a way, there's been a few moments where it's like greatest hits, like bringing back some of the old jokes. We bring back the Joker. We bring back the foot in your ass joke. We kind of repackaged that a little bit in the 200 IQ episode. And we're gonna bring back Short Round next episode. So it is in a lot of ways bringing back the old Lego Motel style a little bit. We're seeing those old characters again. Is the Obi-Wan movie going to be an episode like Windu Unchained? The Obi-Wan spin-off movie, it's cool that you picked up on that, DC TV Studios, because JTH Studio left a good comment. I'm gonna get to that, but it's interesting that you noticed that the Obi-Wan spin-off movie is happening now. In 200 IQ, the episode that just came out, Obi-Wan convinces Mickey Mouse to actually make the Obi-Wan spin-off movie. So next episode, they're going to be making the movie next episode. So that'll be really fun. That'll be kind of like one of the subplots, I guess, is Obi-Wan starring in this Obi-Wan spin-off movie. That's a big part of next week's episode. Me Can Do the English has been loving this series so much. That's awesome. It's always so great to get good feedback on the episodes, because every week I'm worried that the episode's going to suck. The only time I didn't feel that way so far this season was the season premiere, Yerfaqued. I knew that one was gold. Like, the whole time I've never laughed so hard editing something as when I did Yerfaqued. I knew that one was going to be good. I was just worried it was too edgy, but I was never worried about the quality of the jokes. Whereas ever since then, I've been worried, because Yerfaqued, I spent 10 months making sure that was funny and, like, kind of refining the story of that and what was going to happen and making the right changes to get the right balance of humor and political topics and et cetera, sending a good message. Every other episode was written in a lot shorter time. So to have someone like the Action Brick say that this episode that just came out, 200 IQ, is the best of the season, is like, that like blows my mind, because I spent so long on Yerfaqued, and I spent, I guess you could say I spent a week and a half really figuring out what to do with 200 IQ. That one was an idea that came really fast while I was just making a list of ideas, like, okay, well, what else can I do? 200 IQ. Oh, you find out Obi-Wan has 200 IQ. Boom, that's the idea. File it away. Next episode. Short Round's dad comes to town and Indy's mad, and then just spitballing ideas. That was one that I just figured out really quickly, and I never gave it much attention until right before I had to record the voices. And before I sent the Action Brick his lines, I wrote that scene real quick. So, and it wasn't as good as it could have been, and the Action Brick really helped me polish it and make that scene like a lot funnier. So I appreciate that, as always. Me Can Do the English says it's second best because Yerfaqued is godlike. I think Yerfaqued to me is, it's like, it's hard to beat Yerfaqued. That one had so much time and effort put into it to make it funny. The Action Brick says, nice reuse of the sketchy Russian doctor. Yeah, I love that character. Another gift that keeps on giving from Yerfaqued. Yerfaqued introduces a lot of cool ideas for the season. The Mace Windu allegations against Mace Windu, the Russian doctor, the whole Obi-Wan trying to make the Obi-Wan spin-off movie. Yerfaqued is like the Big Bang, and the rest of the season is just watching that expand into this like universe of season 5, and I think that's the best gift we could have gotten from Yerfaqued, aside from the funny jokes in it. It is really the inciting incident for the whole, it's a catalyst for the whole season. Like everything that's happened so far has played somewhat into Yerfaqued, so I think that's always cool to do that. Like in The Sopranos, you have in season 6, you have the first episode of season 6, like something happens to Tony, right? And then the rest of the season is really a reaction to that. And it's that same kind of concept for a season of television. So it's over, Anakin. I have the higher IQ. That's funny. Episode 25 was easily the best since season 1. Well, thank you so much, JTH Studio. I think I would agree with you. I think objectively it is the best. But again, humor is like really it comes down to your sensibilities and your taste. And like some people like uh, each episode this season so far, the first 3 episodes, I don't know how next episode's going to pan out because I'm not totally finished writing it yet or doing the voices. So I don't know what the humor theme is going to be, the comedic theme that's going to run throughout it that's going to make that funny. But there's been a different style of humor. There's been a little bit of evolution of humor style throughout all 3 episodes that have come out so far this season. And it's been interesting, as the guy making it, to see that happen and to be like, okay, Your Frequet is like very much like a South Park episode almost, like classic good South Park. And then you have like an episode of SpongeBob with just Batman being a goofball. And then you have this third one I can't put my finger on exactly. I guess it's kind of like BoJack Horseman. I don't know. I'm trying to put my finger on what the humor style is, but it's like this last one, the 200 IQ one, I can't tell exactly what it is. It's almost like it's like an amalgamation of a few different shows. I couldn't pick one direct one-to-one comparison of a different show like I can the other 2 episodes. My eyes disappeared. They were probably reflecting off of the green screen, and then they disappeared. They got keyed out. Figures in Motion says, are you going to continue your Lego Batman series? I really loved it. If you ever need a voice actor for Heath Ledger Joker, I can do an accurate impression. Maybe we can exchange emails. I will reach out, man. If you want to send me a message, or if you want to jump in the Discord, I think you might already be in the Discord. I don't remember who joined already. There's the link to my Discord. I would encourage anybody who has Discord or doesn't mind joining Discord to jump in and join our Discord, and you can actually be part of the streams and we can chat live. And oh my god, look at this. Captain Beans just posted on the Discord video evidence that I don't actually have eyes. Oh my god. That's amazing. Okay, so we had someone else join the Discord. That's cool. Alright, let me give you a role so you can actually post. Server settings, roles, members. Alright, Bad Vibes. What's going on? We'll make you a member. Z Shifty, I'll make you a member. Alright. Okay, so as people join, I'm gonna keep in mind, right, the moment you join, you won't have access, I think, to typing in the general chat. I don't know how to fix that. I would rather have it so that everybody can do that. I'll have to just Google that, how to do that, but yeah, so when I see someone new join, I will go in and give them member status so they can start posting and stuff. But the Discord's really fun. It's pretty active every day. Like, people are posting funny stuff or having interesting discussions, so I would recommend people join that. And we can chat. I give people a lot of updates on Discord, so that's always good. Remember the GTA 5 stream a few months ago? Yeah, that one, that could have been done better. Not only did I not know what I was doing playing the game, but I also the audio was a little messed up. The game was way too loud and my voice was way too quiet. So I'm gonna have to do another gaming stream sometime soon, and then make sure the audio levels are good, and we might have some fun there. So you can do the English said. Yeah, Captain Beans is right. I need a Discord bot. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. I have a buddy who knows a lot about Discord. I'll either ask him or I'll Google it if he's not around. So, oh, okay, yeah, I'll message you if you know how to do that. You can do the English says, Obi-Wan convincing kids to kill their parents just like he did in Return of the Jedi, trying to get Luke to kill his dad. Yeah, exactly. That's like his MO. What happened to Ahmet? So he was the admin for a while on the Discord, but he deleted like a whole channel. He like deleted the general chat or something, like without asking me, and then didn't tell me he did it. So I had to take him off admin. Like, we're cool and everything, but I had to take him off admin because I can't be worrying about someone deleting an entire channel off my Discord. Like everyone was having conversations and stuff a couple of weeks back, and it all got deleted. And there was a better way to handle that, and then he also didn't tell me about it, so I had to just kind of like be like, all right, you know what, I'll handle it, just so I don't want to have to, if something goes wrong with the Discord, I don't want to have anyone else to blame but myself. I don't have to worry about that, so I'm kind of handling it myself, which is it's not bad, because I'm learning more how to do things on Discord, which if I'm going to have a Discord, I should probably know how to do the things. So that's been helpful. All right, what's going on here? What is this? What does this mean? Oh, you modded for someone with 58k subs? That's cool. Am I on voice chat often? I haven't been in a while, but I definitely try to do it every time I stream. I want to be on voice chat and get a bunch of people in here. So you guys might be able to see on my screen right now the Lego Motel channel. So if you click on that and you have a microphone hooked up to your computer, you will be able to jump into that voice chat automatically and just be in there. So if people want to jump in there at any point and just wait for the live chat thing to start, we can do that. Brick filmer. Okay. I don't. What are you guys saying? I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. So feel free to jump in there. I'm gonna drop the Discord link one more time, just for anybody who might just be joining right now. Feel free to jump into the Discord. When I see someone new join in, I'll give you member status and we can chat and stuff like that. You can be on the stream if you want to. Okay, cool. So we have a bunch of people jumping in to voice chat right now. So in a couple of minutes, we'll probably get to that. Figures in Motion is saying, Ramsey, I've sent you private messages regarding any inquiries. Okay, yeah. I'll definitely hit you up after the stream and we can chat about that. Why is there... Big filmer. Oh my god. That's a relic from the old admin. Alright, let me Big filmer. You guys are all big filmers. Alright, rolls. Big filmer. Let's fix that. Thank you for posting that. Brick filmer. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. That's embarrassing. It wasn't me, alright? It was the old admin, and he's been fired. I'm just kidding. But, can we please keep it Big Filmer? No. No, I'm sorry. I can't. My OCD is gonna kill me. I can't believe I didn't even notice that so far. Dick Filmer. There are plenty of Discord channels with that role, I bet, but not this one. Ramsey, you can still take lines for next episode. Volt Equinox, I still can. Feel free to email me at legomotel@gmail.com with your voices. I need people to I have plenty already. Like I'm not in dire need of more voices, but if you send me a voice that's pretty good, I will put it in there. What I'm looking for is just people reacting as if they're at a restaurant and their food is actually disgusting, and they just found out that they're eating something like very bad. So if you want to ad-lib something, you can come up with lines, or you can just make like a sound or whatever you want to do it. Send it over to legomotel@gmail.com, and I will throw it into the episode. And you can have a little cameo if you want. It's like almost an open invite for people to cameo in the next Lego Motel episode. All right, figures in motion animations. If I need voice animations, voice acting for any kind of animation, I will definitely hit you up. Let me know if I'll check out your channel after the stream, and I'll see, like, I'll try to find something that you voice acted in so I can keep in mind what your voice sounds like. Because that way, hearing someone's voice always helps me get an idea for what kind of character they'd be good playing. And also their microphone quality is a factor. You got to have like a decent microphone. Like you can't record it on a potato. But so far, everyone who's done voices for me thus far has had a really good microphone quality, and I appreciate that. That is a nice brick. Who wants to see a brick pic? That's funny. If it's alright, would you be happy to do some off-screen voicing in one of my sketches? It'd be hella fun. Yeah, dude, send me some lines. I'd be happy to do it. Alright, so Captain Beans wants to know if you can may I send you my voice acting portfolio? Yeah, absolutely. Please do. Anyone who wants to send me stuff they've voice acted in or voiced or whatever, or just a little reel they have of their voice, that'll give me a lot of ideas for what I can use you for. Because it was a lot of fun having other people's voices in the last Lego Motel episode. The next episode will have even more of your voices in it, as well as the action brick returning in a substantial role again. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm trying to find ways to get people's voices into the next few episodes after next week's, but I'm gonna have to think about that. But I'm always looking for ways to do that now, because that was actually really fun. Working with other people's voices is a lot more rewarding, because I feel like I'm actually collaborating with people, and I feel like there's a lot more flavor in the episode. Believe it or not, I do get tired of hearing my own voice when I'm editing the Lego Motel stuff. Red Fireball microphone, that sounds good. Yeah, is that by Blue? Is that by the Blue company that make the Snowball? I have the Snowball. Okay, so let me drop my email. Okay, so I just dropped my Lego Motel business email in the chat. So if you guys want that for any reason, to send me your reels or to send me voice samples or stuff you want me to use in the next Lego Motel episode, feel free to do so. Airborne Productions sent me an amazing ad lib for next week's episode. That alone is gonna make the episode way funnier. So I really appreciate that, Airborne Productions. You're the man. You have a red fireball. You made that up. I was like, yeah, red fireball it sounds kind of bad. Better than a yellow snowball. Yep. Exactly. You should consider writing more female characters in the series just to have variety in the cast. I would. I just need female voice actors. I don't know anyone whose voice would work for the voices that I need. So JTH Studios, if you know someone who can do some good female voices, please let me know. I will absolutely do that. I actually need some female voices for the next Lego Batman, Arkham City Volume 5. I'm trying to find a way around having them talk, but I always feel like such a douche, having all these female characters and they never really say much. So if you know some good female voice actors or whatever who can do that, then please send them my way. I'd love to get their voices in the next Lego Batman, because I do need a couple. Figures and Motions Animation says, I know of a few female voice actors. I'll message you about that as well. Yeah, please. That would be amazing. If you like anyone with a female voice, that would be very useful to me, as I'm finding it harder and harder to clip voices from Assault on Arkham. That's what I used for Harley Quinn's voice a few episodes back in the Lego Batman series. So it's becoming increasingly hard to clip voices out of context and recontextualize them into my own work, because I need certain lines to be said. The Action Brick sister might be down to voice act. That'd be great. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. I will call up Daisy Ridley. That would be a great idea. Yeah, that's a very realistic thing for me to do. Bomb Squadron 6 says, yellow snowballs are really good quality. They have a weird smell. Nice. Very funny. Mr. Beast is monetizing ads on your channel. On what? Is he? I don't know. I don't think he is. Is that some kind of joke that I don't understand? I thought your pitch shifted voice worked well for a female voice. Yeah, I just always feel bad. It's almost like I could do it. I just feel weird doing the pitch shifted female voice. I can pull it off fairly well, but once you notice it, it kind of ruins the effect. But JTH Studio says, I just use my female friends. The ones I usually use don't like Batman or anything. They just do it because we're friends, but I'll keep my ear open. All right. I understand. Yeah, so we're going to try to get Daisy Ridley. That'd be really fun. I'm sure she'll do it for free, and she'll be very easy to get in contact with. But if all else fails, I'm just going to clip some female voices from clips of an Arkham City game or one of the Arkham Asylum games. I'll just get clips of Catwoman's voice from that, and I'll just try to recontextualize them. Or where there's a will, there's a way. I know a lot of female actors, but they're all in the Screen Actors Guild, and I don't know that they would have the means to set up, and they live pretty far away, so I don't know if they would have the means to set up their own microphone and record it to a high quality. But yeah, if anybody knows people who are already doing voice acting and can play a decent female character who sounds pretty much like an adult, that would be very helpful. But all right, so the next thing I'm going to do right before we jump into the voice chat on Discord, I'm going to just go over to the comments on the most recent Lego Motel. I always like to do like a little spotlight on people who left nice comments. Let's do that. Alrighty. So, alright, okay, here we go. Let's just look at... there were a few thoughtful comments, mostly just people being really nice, so I appreciate that. That was really cool. But, let me actually... I gotta pull this over here so I can look at the chat. Okay. Studio Smith, for some weird reason, I bought the thing with Obi-Wan having a 200 IQ. Yeah, that's funny. I thought it was going to be obvious, almost. I was worried it might be too obvious that it's like, oh yeah, he definitely doesn't have 200 IQ. I was worried everyone was going to guess that at the end of the episode we'd find out he has like a really low IQ, actually, and it was a mistake. But the fact that some people believed it and like thought it was like, no, that's within the realm of believability that he would have 200 IQ. I'm surprised, but I'm happy that that worked out. That it was at least a little bit of a twist that Obi-Wan doesn't actually have that IQ. And to be realistic about it, we don't actually know what Obi-Wan's IQ is, because he probably didn't know what he was doing taking the IQ test. Had he known it was an IQ test and was properly briefed on what kind of test he was taking and what kind of questions were going to be on it, I bet he would probably score like anywhere between 70 and 90. You know what I mean? But even the Action Brick bought it. All right, I fooled a lot of you guys. That's good. That's always good. OTC Studios left a really nice comment. 2 legends uploaded on the same day, Forrest and Ramsey. Beautiful and hilarious production. Couldn't keep it together at the AIDS joke. The AIDS joke, I think, is my favorite joke. The AIDS joke was my favorite one of the episode while I was writing it and doing the final like pass of rewriting it before I recorded my voices for it. But I think in the end, it's a toss-up between the AIDS joke and my other favorite that I didn't even think was all that funny until I edited the scene, was like Obi-Wan just going on this long spiel about how he's got the best lightsaber ever and he's got like 20 kyber crystals jammed together, and he's interrupted and it just explodes like that. I didn't think that was that funny. I almost cut that scene. Like, I was almost like, well, let's just have the guy come in with the letter. Let's not even do the lightsaber gag. And then I was like, no, I'll leave it in. It'll be pretty funny, I guess. And then I edited it together, and I was like, no, this is hilarious. And I laughed out loud multiple times. So that was cool. But, yeah, the Action Brick is saying he didn't agree with it, but since this is Lego Motel Universe, it's entirely possible. Exactly. Yeah, random stuff happens all the time. So I guess that's a good thing that keeps people on their toes. So you never know when something is going to be subverted or actually the real thing that's going on. So I mean, yeah, I think the wacky, unexpected nature of the show helps create that sense of suspense where you're like, is that actually happening? And you just kind of have to buy into it because so much of the show is ridiculous that there's almost no suspension of disbelief needed just because it's already so ridiculous. Like it's Obi-Wan and Mace Windu and Indiana Jones with like Nick Fury and like Gandalf. It's it's already so ridiculous. So you can do the English says he watched it at midnight because he got back late from a jazz concert, but it was worth staying awake for. Right on. I feel like Lego Motel is something that should be watched late at night. It is one of those like late at night Adult Swim type shows, like one of those shorts that they would play on Adult Swim but with a lot less production quality. That I think that Lego Motel is best enjoyed at night. But at least from my opinion. But I do release them in the middle of the day because I feel like that's when most people are going to see it, and I don't want people to miss it because too many times when I release videos like early in the morning or whatever, I get comments that are like, "Hey, where's the next episode of Lego Batman?" And it's like, bro, it's already out. So I like to try to release it at a time of day where most people are going to see it. Imagine if Lego sponsored you and did non-PC things. Yeah. That'd be hilarious. I think there's a market for that, honestly, because as more and more kids stop playing with Legos and start using phones and iPads and computer games and stuff, you're seeing more and more people get into Lego at an older age, like when they're in college and they got like a job and they're making some pocket money and they spend it on some Lego sets. Those people are probably accounting for as much as or more of Lego's revenue than young children whose parents buy them like one little set, for Christmas, or you know what I mean? I'm just assuming that. That's my speculation. I don't know for sure, but I think that's a fair guess. Okay, Working Animations just joined Discord. Okay, let me give you a role, buddy. Server settings, roles, members. Okay, we'll make you a member here. Working Animations. You seem like a brick filmer. I'll make you a brick filmer and a member. Okay. And yeah, anybody who's got a name that's like studio or like animations or something like that, I tend to just give them the brick filmer role because it's like they probably make stuff. But that's cool. All right, we're getting a pretty decent Discord going on. We got a lot of people in there. Every week I do one of these streams and more people join the Discord and we build our little community. This is fun. Oak99 says he's got a really talented girl to voice Harley Quinn in his videos. You can find her on Instagram at Noah's the Real Harley. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Nice. I will look into that. I appreciate that. You Can Do the English says he can't imagine watching Lego Motel while high, but I imagine a lot of it was made while you were high. Seasons 2 and 3 and some of 4 were heavily fueled by marijuana smoke. I have to admit. But I don't really smoke anymore, so now it's like just me actually trying to be funny and not just being like, yo, it'd be funny as if the characters talked about weed. That's a joke that I wanted to make on Lego Motel. I'm trying to find the right episode to put it in. Is like probably like someone being like, dude, the people are arguing and you have someone like being like, man, this is harder than trying to have a conversation with Druggy. And then it cuts to like a cutaway of Druggy talking to like Mace Windu or someone, and like they're trying to have a real conversation. He's just like, yeah, but like I smoke weed, and he just won't stop talking about weed. I think that would be kind of funny to do. Big Filmer, that meme is not going away anytime soon. Working Animations is a brick filmer. All right, I had a feeling you were. I feel like I might have seen some of your stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but I knew you were a brick filmer in my gut. I got the sense. But Grim Dara says that's actually funny. Right on. All right, so we definitely got to do that. Yeah, big filmer. Everyone's just gonna keep saying big filmer. Was that always like that, or did I mess that up somehow? Because my admin Ahmet, when he was the admin, his name is Hookshot on Discord. He made all those titles. I don't know if that was him or if I screwed that up later on. I don't think I did. That might have been him, but that's okay. I mean, he was doing me a favor anyway, so I mean, I should have been the one to double check that and like make sure. But Ocean Fire 202, okay. I don't know what that is. Oh, Forest Fire 101, Ocean Fire 202. Why am I so slow today? I keep missing all these jokes. John Ramiro would love to see Druggy come back. Yeah, me too. Again, he's one of those characters like Palpatine where it's like it's hard to. He's like jalapeno. It's like it's hard to like make a whole episode about him, but he's a good ingredient to like throw a little bit of on the sandwich or in your chili or something. You know what I mean? He's always a nice flavor to have around, but no, not Rip Ahmed. He's still around. He's still in the Discord. I just decided I don't want to have to worry about an admin like doing something without asking me first, and like I'd rather just handle it myself. And it's it's absolutely nothing personal, but that is what happened. Just to keep it transparent here, like for those of you that noticed, he was the admin and then now he's not. But Captain Bean says, isn't it mad Forest Fire made one of the most viral vids on YouTube, the Duck Song? No, that makes sense. That makes sense. That guy has a lot of talent, and I think he was approached by like a children's book company or something to make that, right? If my memory serves. Oh, come on. Don't write that in the Discord. Come on. No more Rip Ahmets, dude. He's a good guy, and he's still here very much, and I feel like I'll eventually make him an admin again. And while we're building the community, I just want to be the only one in control of it, so I don't have to worry about something getting deleted or something like without me knowing about it. That's the only reason. No more saying that in the chat. I don't want to see that again. No F's for Ahmed, dude. Come on, bro. Why are you doing me like that? All right. Bro, come on. You're gonna offend him, and like I'm gonna feel bad. Yeah. All right. Forest Fire also made a music clip for a song called "We Like Them Girls" by your favorite Martian. Oh, okay. The book came in response to the video. Oh, okay. Right on. Obi-Wan seems like the guy be sorry of, and his voice supports that even more. Not 100% sure what you're saying, but yeah. Okay. Anyone else feel like Druggy is being replaced by that new sketchy Russian fake doctor? I hope not. I hope that they can have their own lives and be like, they can both have their place on the show. But yeah, I've had the Russian doctor he's the new flavor. He's the flavor of the week. Well, the flavor of 2 weeks now. He's been in a couple of episodes, and to be honest, he's been the highlight of those episodes in a way. He is really funny, and I look forward to bringing him back more. So we'll see how to do it. You guys are distracting me with all the F's for Ahmet. Druggy versus the Russian doctor. Yeah. It is we are kind of dealing with that. It would be cool to actually address that in an episode where like Druggy feels threatened because everyone's buying their drugs from the Russian doctor. I think that would be cool. To the death. They just have a gladiator battle. All right, episode 35 was just written right there. That's it. It's the whole thing. All right, a lot of edgy boys in the Discord right now. If anybody else wants to join the Discord, I'm dropping the link again. Anybody here watch Red Letter Media? I love Red Letter Media. I remember, like, what was it, 7 years ago or something? 8, probably more than, maybe 9 years ago now or something. I watched their reviews of the prequels, the Plinkett reviews. And those are still, like, some of the most legendary movie reviews of all time. I don't hate the prequels as much as they do, but I agree with basically everything they say. Captain Beans is dropping mad comments. Zach B wrote on the video, wow, 3 episodes in 2 weeks. Is this back to regular uploads for a limited time? I'm going to respond to that. Every week until season 5 is over. Just so he knows what the deal is here. Yeah, new episodes every week until season 5 is over. I want him to have a good idea of what's going on there. I give you a little thumbs up there. All right. Oh, we got a binge watcher. Captain Beans is going to watch every Lego Motel tonight. Good luck with that. That's like a few hours of Lego Motel, I feel like. Yeah, Mike. Mike on Red Letter Media is hilarious. I think he's everyone's favorite. He does the voice for Plinkett in the Plinkett reviews. Pavestone Films, what's going on? It's great to see you in the chat. He's asking what my plans are for the future of the channel. I think what I'm working on right now is I'm really trying this week to go full speed ahead into production on the next episode of Lego Batman Arkham City Volume 5. I know some of you guys might have heard of that. It's a lot more popular than Lego Motel on my channel, so I don't know why I don't give that series more attention. So I'm fixing that, and I'm going right into production on that. I'm hoping by July 12th, maybe a few days after, maybe July 15th, maybe on the anniversary of The Dark Knight again. Maybe I'll release it on the 18th of July this year. Sometime in July, I'm thinking Lego Batman Arkham City will drop. I don't think it'll be late as August. Right now, it's looking like I'll be able to get it out by the Ides of July, so I think that'll work out pretty well. It's basically all written. I'm going to tweak a few things there dialogue-wise, but I have a lot of time to do that because I'm not going to record the voices until after I'm done shooting. But Pavestone Films wants to know if they can invite me to help with voicing some of my next projects. Yeah, you guys can always email me at legomotel@gmail.com with any kind of inquiries. I've had people reach out to me for collaborations many times on there, and we've done some cool things. One YouTuber reached out about doing a Boba Fett series with me, and I helped them write it, and I helped them. I think I wrote one episode of it, and we bounced some ideas back and forth for the rest of it, and I also voiced Boba Fett. So I don't know when that's coming out, but I finished the voices for episode 1 of that, and we'll kind of see what they're doing with that. But yeah, feel free to do that. As far as other things, by August, I want to have another Boba Fett thing. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys about. I have a really cool idea for a Star Wars brick film. It's going to be like a detective, like a really quirky, like detective style video animation little mini movie about Mace Windu. It's like Mace Windu pre-Clone Wars as a Jedi solving a mystery. Like it's like a murder mystery detective story starring Mace Windu in the Lego Star Wars universe, and it's not gonna be super serious. It's not gonna be Lego Motel funny, but it's gonna have humor to it. It's gonna be quirky, like Kingsman: The Secret Service. That almost like satire parody, just touching that realm, touching up against it, but not quite full comedy. But it'll be like a really fun, but also dark in places detective murder mystery story about Mace Windu pre-Clone Wars, and I think that'll be really fun. Samuel L. Jackson is doing it. Yeah, we got Sam Jackson attached. He'll be doing the voices for this one. Who's doing the Mace Windu voice? Minifigure, who you think is doing the Mace Windu voice? Lego Story Workshop. If you ever need help with ideas and writing your Batman series, I'd be happy to give you a hand. Like, you can pitch me your ideas and I could develop them or something like that. Yeah, that would always be helpful. Sometimes I get a little dry on ideas when I'm working on my other, like my freelance screenwriting or something like that for clients. I put all my energy into that sometimes, and I don't have any. That's why I take long breaks on my YouTube channel. Sometimes there's no more creative juice left for animation. But right now I'm in a good spot where I've turned in a new draft of a feature script for a client, and we're kind of a little bit in limbo on a television project with another company. So it's like I got this nice little soft spot this summer right now to work on some Lego animation. So this is fun. Grimdara says it sounds kind of cool. I'd watch. It needs work. The idea needs work. I just had the idea a few days ago. But I figured I'd tell you guys I'm working on that. I definitely want to go ahead with Boba Fett Legends too. So I want to do more Star Wars animations like that aren't Lego Motel. I like doing Lego Motel. I'm going to keep doing Lego Motel. But once Season 5 is done, I want to focus more on Lego Batman, getting Arkham City Volume 5 out, and then War for Gotham Volume 1 out. Those are two that are going to come out very close together, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll do a couple of Star Wars ones, probably Boba Fett and then the Mace Windu detective story type thing. We'll see how that pans out. The Mace Windu idea might change a lot because I just had it a few days ago, and usually the more I let these things stew in my brain, the more ideas I get. But okay, so we're about an hour into the stream, so I'm about ready to go into Discord and start taking calls. So what I'm going to do right now is grab my headphones just to make sure the audio quality isn't completely terrible. Okay, I'm going to plug my headphones in, and then we'll jump into the call, and we'll get people in there on stream, and we can have a real live discussion with people from the Discord about the most recent episode of Lego Motel. So let's get this going. Okay, and I think the microphone I'm using for my stream will also work on Discord. If not, well, we're about to find out. So let's figure that out. Hopefully my green screen doesn't fall down. I set up my green screen a little further back today, so I won't roll my chair into it and knock it down like I did last week. Yeah, get your red fireball mic. Yeah. Okay. Oak 99's Wi-Fi died. Laptop is connected to your phone through 4G. Okay. All right. Let's get right into the news. All right. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna jump into the voice channel right now, and I'll make sure the audio levels are good this time before we continue on with it. But again, just real quick, I want to thank everybody for leaving really nice comments. Star Wars Studio 100 is a really awesome brick filmer. I always appreciate seeing his comments. Harambu is really liking this episode. Seems like more than the rest of the season. He says that's more like it. So I appreciate that. Obama wants more Harry Potter. Okay, right away, Mr. President, Mr. Ex-President. The Action Brick, like I said earlier, says this is the best episode this season. That blew my mind. Always happy. Airborne Productions thinks the abortion jokes were really accurate. I appreciate that. I thought they made a nice point as well. Like, it's, at a certain point it is too late to get an abortion, and certainly 17 years after the kid was born, I think you've passed the point of being able to get an abortion. I think that's fair to say, regardless of your political affiliation. So, Pavestone. Oh, I read your channel as Pavestone, but it's Pavesome. Pavesome Films. Check out Pavesome Films, everybody. It's a cool dude. Alright, I'm going to jump into the voice channel. Thanks again for everyone who left a nice comment on the most recent Lego Motel. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. And then let's jump right into the voice channel. Can you guys hear me in there? Let's wait for everyone to. No, you can't hear. You can't hear me. All right, I'm gonna plug in my.
I can hear you, Ramsey.
You can hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everyone can hear me. Okay.
We're just muted
Brick
because we were listening
Obama
to the
was just
stream.
kidding. All right. Thank you, Brick Obama, for trolling. I appreciate that.
We just muted ourselves so we can listen to the stream, but now we listen to you.
Okay. Cool. All right. So how are you guys doing?
Listen to you. I'm great, bro.
Okay.
Right
How
on.
are you?
Yeah, we're good.
Very good.
Jeez, it's the first time I've done this.
Right on. So what do we got? We got Benjamin Button, Captain Beans, Captain Red, Charlie of Chewbacca, JTH Studios, Oak 99, The Action Brick, Z Shifty. We got a lot of people in here. This might be a big mess. We'll find out.
Before we start talking, can I just shout out someone who can't be here?
Yeah.
Ahmed, rest in peace.
Dude, come on. Why you gonna play me like that, dude? All right.
Can we get a rip?
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
If you guys keep this up, I'm just gonna make him an admin again. You're making me feel bad. All right.
Man.
JTH Studios is asking, are people talking? Yeah, people are talking.
Yeah, we're talking, man.
Who is Brick Obama? I want to know who that is.
Man.
JTH Studios is asking, are people talking? Yeah, people are talking.
Yeah, we're
All right, whoever's listening to the stream, mute it. Mute the stream. You're now on the stream. You're no longer watching it. You're now
Can
on
anybody
it.
hear me?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Two Ramsey.
There are two of them.
It's Ramsey from the past. I have to kill him. All right. So, cool. All right. We got a bunch of people in the chat. Some of you guys are muted still, but I'm sure one at a time you guys will unmute and start adding to the conversation.
Oh, Ramsey, I just thought about something. You should totally do time travel for Lego Motel.
Yeah, I always think about that. I always think I have Doc and Marty and the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and I always Brick Obama changed his profile picture to me without eyes. Dude, this is getting ridiculous. This is like a real Discord channel now.
Like Mace and Obi, or Obi and Druggy like steal the DeLorean and travel back in time, something like that. You know?
Yeah.
No, oh wait, they all see their future selves, and for some reason, Druggy is like an accomplished medical doctor. And
Example.
I can't hear anybody.
Hey, Ramsey.
For example.
Hey,
Hey, so I have a question.
what's up?
So, you know how is Druggy's face actually the serious blackface?
Yeah.
It is the original Sirius blackface.
Nice.
Oh, now I can hear everybody.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
There we go. I was playing around with my computer settings, but yeah, now I'm in. It sounds terrible though.
Okay.
I think that's my computer.
Yeah, we hear you well, man.
I think somebody needs a headset.
Yeah. Someone doesn't have a headset. I'm getting a little bit of echo.
Oh, that's probably me.
Okay, cool. See if you can fix that situation real quick. But in the meantime, it's not too bad.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay.
Okay, great. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so we're all here. Very good. Who wants to give me a little bit of feedback first on the last
I
Lego
loved
Motel
it.
episode? Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
This is my new favorite.
I think it's definitely the best of this season. It's not just because I'm in it. It's just like I think honestly, when I think I compare this to Your Frequed, it was honestly hard to say. Like I just really liked how much indie I think the end was really what sealed it for me. Just like that perfect ending where just like shoots mud, like it's no problem. Along with the whole thing where Obi-Wan is like so prideful. He's like a 200 IQ, and all the things that he does because of that, like just makes for a great, like funny, like so much comedic potential with that. So yeah.
When Obi said we're gonna make a Rose Tico movie, I was like, yo, okay, we're doomed.
In 5 minutes.
I wrote the script in 5 minutes. Anyone who doesn't like it is
I love
sexist
that.
and racist. Yeah.
Like we're so doomed,
Yeah.
Is that how long it took Ryan Johnson to write her character?
I wouldn't be surprised.
The only way I would like to see that
God's
movie
earth am I
is to
missing
get
this?
shot in the first second of the movie. You know what I mean?
You know, I actually heard that originally Finn was going to go to Canto Bight with Poe.
Right.
But the reason he decided not to do that is because he thought Poe and Finn got, like, their chemistry was too good. Like, they just got along too well, and so he decided, I got to throw in, Rose
An
Tico
unlikable
and
character.
start some, yes.
I think I would have liked that more, actually.
Honestly, though,
Yeah.
like if you don't have drama between the two characters, you need to create drama.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah,
take
but
away
with
the
Rose-
intelligence altogether, I think.
I mean, Rose didn't even like bring any drama, you know.
Yeah, she was just an animal
She was
rights
just
activist.
forcing herself in front of the screen. Damn it! Like literally forcing herself in front of the screen. That was just so annoying.
Does somebody not have a headset on? I'm getting some echo.
I'm getting some echo.
All right, is it still there? No, it seems pretty good
All right,
now.
now
Okay, we're all under control. All right, sweet. This is the Wild West in here. Like, anybody can join, so this is one of the factors of that. But I think it's going pretty well, all said. But, so, all right, so I was worried about this episode because I don't know if anybody noticed, but it's
why are you always worried?
I'm always worried that the episode's not going to be funny enough. Like,
Dude, you're a comedy genius.
Yeah, this one was hilarious, no doubt.
You've been at this for 10 years, or 10, 12, whatever, however many.
It's hard
love
to
when he
not
was like-
laugh at your videos.
I love when he was like counting, when Indy was counting the months, and then he just jumped to like
17
37
years.
or something like, yeah.
No, I like your humor, Ramsey. If there's
Thank you
anything
so
I like
much.
about your videos, it's the humor.
I appreciate that. Well, okay, so let me tell you this. All right, so I was a little worried about this episode because it's the first one this season that has a really amorphous structure. It's just a blob of events, and it has like the only sense of structure you get is like the bookending scenes of like Indy introducing that he wants to get a 17-year later abortion, and then him getting it at the end of the episode, and that was added really late in the process of making this episode just to give it some sense of beginning and end. But it was almost like it reminded me a lot of Batman versus Sellouts, where it's like Batman decides that everyone's a sellout, and then the whole episode is just various gags of him telling random people that they're sellouts, leading up to the part where he finds out he himself is a sellout. And then this episode was similar to that in a way where it's just Obi-Wan finds out he has 200 IQ, and then various goofy scenes of him dealing with that information in a series of scenes, little vignettes that you could really put in any order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Where am I?
yeah, and then
Who are you people?
I think yesterday's episode was really solid comedy. Really.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
I loved all the little locations as well. Like there were so many short bits of just like one location and a bunch of characters that weren't in the rest of it. But you didn't half-ass it at
There's
all.
one thing. If there's one
Still
thing I
so
would
much.
change though,
Yep.
if there's one thing I would change though, it's the part where Obi talking to Kylo and then talking to Luke.
Yeah.
I would have put something between Kylo's session and Obi's session to make it seem more like a montage, you know.
Yeah. I think that could have worked well too. I went in a different direction, obviously. Like I just wanted it to seem like,
If you really just replaced the part with Palpatine and the part with Luke, like just switched them. That's like the only change I would have made.
that's a good idea, but I wanted to put the scenes in order of like I wanted the humor to build. It's like pretty funny when he's talking about the whole Disney thing with the Rose Tico movie, and then it's even funnier with the Kylo Ren and Luke thing, and then the funniest one is the AIDS one. You know what I mean? So I wanted I wanted to build to a climax almost. So that was
Yeah,
what
I
I
see
was
what you
thinking
mean.
of structuring that. But I think the way you're talking about would have worked too.
See what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, Ramsey.
I think it would be funny if, like, when he's pitching the Rose Tico movie, like, if after, like, he said this whole thing about racism and, like, people don't like it, then they're, sexist and stuff like that. There
Yeah.
should have been,
Like the Ghostbusters
a,
movie.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
there should have been, like, a comedic pause right there. Where, like, where you think, like, Mickey's going to say something, but he's just like, I love it, It
Yeah.
should have been, like,
You're right.
so, yeah, just, like, a little comedic pause right there would have made that really land much harder.
There was somewhat of a pause, wasn't there?
Well, not, I meant like in the music. The music like just
Yeah.
stops,
Oh,
and, then,
okay.
and then Mickey says it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, doing like almost like a record scratch and having the music
Yeah.
stop would have made that a lot
Yeah.
better. Yeah, true. True.
That's a bit too much, maybe. I don't know.
Could be.
I have a question.
Yeah, I think the
about-
record scratch might be too far. Personally.
Yeah.
I have a short
Well,
small
then,
question.
okay. Then just
Did Yoda die?
He's gonna come back.
No, he's. I don't think.
He's
I
in
don't.
rehab
He
after.
got flung across the room.
Yeah,
and
I
that's-
wouldn't. Yeah, but I wouldn't kill him. Like if he does die, like in that episode, that would be. That would be like an Admiral Akbar death, and I wouldn't do that to Yoda. Like that would. I think he's still.
Yoda
Yeah,
has my
Akbar's
favorite
dead,
line in
isn't
the
he?
series.
Yeah, Yoda has some great stuff in the first season.
Burn
Yeah.
his house down, you must.
Yeah.
$2 that would be.
If you sell me drugs, I will arrest you.
$2 that would be.
What I liked about the abortion joke was just how I personally don't have any problem with somebody injecting their own political views into comedy, but it was so ridiculous and over the top that I have no idea where you're coming from.
That joke.
Complete satire.
It works because it transcends any political view.
Exactly,
It's like
yeah.
obviously you
It
can't
does.
abort a 17-year-old kid. Like you just
Yeah.
can't.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Everybody agrees.
Yeah.
yeah.
In
Love
Soviet
how-
Russia.
I love how the doctor expertly said 73rd trimester abortion like it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you do a great Russian
that,
accent,
you know,
by the way.
It's basic math, you know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that didn't even sound like you with the.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, dude? Every time I do a character,
Benzodiazepine.
I feel like it just sounds like my voice. Like I can't tell the difference, but I appreciate
No,
that.
it's good.
Russian doctor is the key to all this. Get him working correctly.
Right?
If he gets like a subplot where he's like a mastermind.
It's all the
Yeah.
time.
No, Russian doctor is evil Morty.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, wait.
Evil
Russian Doctor
druggie.
is like a parallel universe version of Druggy.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just
No,
Russian,
Russian
druggy. Yeah, he's Russian
Yeah.
druggy. Yeah.
Druggy's Russian cousin or something.
Right. Yeah, I feel bad. I keep taking druggy out of scenes and stuff, but I'm gonna find something for him. I promise.
I mean, you could do like
Mhm.
they could have like a history. The Russian doctor and druggie, like they were in prison together.
They have matching tattoos.
If we did go with the parallel universe idea, it would be hilarious if had Sirius Black's new face from the new set that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but the first place is so derpy, though.
Yeah.
No.
Like
I mean,
what you
like
said.
I love the old face. I just mean that like if we went, somebody said what they could. That's the Russian doctor's face.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know, never change the face of the original drug.
Okay, so Hawaiian Beach. Hawaiian Beach is in chat saying, Ramsey, can you make an episode where Obi becomes a furry? I know he wears a chicken
He
outfit.
technically
and-
did though, didn't he?
Was
when
he not a furry?
He was a furry when he
Chicken
was
suit.
Fast and Fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Save a buck.
I think technically he's just wearing that for his job, but you could also make the argument that he is a furry, and we can definitely explore that in a future episode.
Oh, and also when he dressed up as the bunny
Yeah.
rabbit. He was obviously...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is kind of a furry. That's like he
Just
does
takes
have a
an
little bit
online
of
furry
a
test.
yeah.
Ramsey, I think you accidentally made Obi-Wan a furry.
Something about Obi dancing in the chicken suit in episode 25. Just some of the way that was animated was like a joke in and of itself. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
The way he was moving.
I had no clue how to
That's
animate
up,
dancing,
man.
so I was just like, let
That
me
was a
just move
beautiful
him side
shot.
to side.
It was beautifully awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how to animate dancing, so that kind of worked out for the better, I guess.
I don't think
I've never
anyone knows
seen
how to animate
anybody
that.
like animate a minifigure dancing and have it look natural. It just I don't think it's possible.
If anyone could do it, it's like Forest Fire 101.
Forrest can
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
He's a
You have
god.
to, like,
Even though even he in his older videos, like there's like a dance party Lego Batman. I forget what it was, like Alfred's Party.
Yeah.
I think it was called. And the dancing is just
Yeah.
it's just terrible. But it was like he was 13 when or something.
Yeah.
by the
Oh,
way,
I
what did
remember
he
that.
do to Alfred in that video? Like he
He
just
died of old age.
I know.
He's just naked on the
Why
floor,
was he
just
naked?
dead. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
God, that video. That
What if
video
is, what if
was
is Alfred's
amazing.
death permanent now? Because he said like this episode will have consequences. So like was that the consequences? Is Alfred just dead now? Was
No,
that
Barbara.
That's
Barbara's
Alfred's
dead.
death. He just
Oh.
he's just on the floor.
that'd be
Mm.
weird
Maybe-
if Barbara died but Alfred didn't come back?
I think she did die.
Yeah,
Barbara
but I mean
did.
like permanently.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, will this have consequences?
Barbara's death was so like just unexpected and like so bizarre.
It was a nice
came out of
callback to
nowhere.
the first Batgirl one where she like tripped on the panel.
Maybe he wanted to say that there will be sequel. Yeah, I forgot the
The
consequence.
video was amazing
Yeah,
though.
maybe he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She died, like, you know, right when she died, she opened the portal where Batman has his baby.
Yeah, I didn't get that reference.
Yeah,
It's Damian Wayne.
The chick who's giving birth is Talia al Ghul, probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
It was definitely the Talia minifigure, like the official one.
It looked like it might have been Wonder Woman, but I think it's Talia because
I think
mean,
they used the same face in the official set.
that's the thing. But yeah, I mean Damian Wayne is Talia's son, so Talia and Bruce's son. So
Was
it's
that
only
the
logical.
Lego Jack from The Incredibles 2 Lego
I
set?
think it was.
Yeah, it must have
didn't
been.
get it, like, it was the baby, a Robin. In a Robin
The head definitely was.
Yeah, I didn't get it. That.
Did everyone die?
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone was snapped.
Oh, Forest Fire's new video was so good though. I was
Yeah, it was
so
amazing.
impressed by that.
Can we get him on the stream? That'd be amazing.
I wish, dude.
I'm campaigning to get him in my new video. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm really trying. I'm gonna I should do like the Twitter thing, like how many retweets to get Forrest to be in my video.
You might be able to,
Yeah.
man. Didn't you get like Chris Perillo in one of your videes?
Yeah, I did get Chris Perillo. It's
Yeah,
like
that's impressive.
crazy. Like the people, like if you just got, like these people are usually pretty approachable. Like if you just ask, a lot of people will just do it for you.
Wow. I gotta try that more often. Like just be like, hey, Jake Paul.
I think I didn't think I remember just being like the first time I asked you to like be in a video like years and years ago. I was just so like you seemed too big for me because you had like 6 times as many subscribers as I did at the time, and I didn't think you'd do it. But
No, of course I would do it.
oh well, thank you. I mean like there was a video that I asked you to be in, and then like you ended up going radio silent for like a year. Like this was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
So I meant like then.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah.
made up for it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, my sensibilities have changed. I remember at a certain point, I was just like, yeah, I don't really want to do stuff with smaller YouTubers. I feel like I said that at one point, which is a douche thing to say, and that was like a few years ago.
Like 2 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, but I've obviously realized that it's just like, who cares? It's just fun. If the project sounds fun, I'm just gonna do it.
That's a good attitude to have. Yeah.
I wish I asked you to help me with my science project now.
Well, it depends. What is it about? Is it about the environment?
It's about black holes. I basically just ripped off your Harry Potter video.
Oh, no way. What do you mean? You made a video?
Yeah, I made like a Lego stop motion video. I could show you it if you want.
Dude, I would love to see that. That's cool.
Okay.
Wait, how was it about black holes?
I just had Dumbledore kidnap Harry like in episode 24. Sorry, Ramsey. Sorry
No,
to do to
that's
you.
awesome. I love it.
And I just had him take him out and show him, just teach him about black holes before
How well
his
did
big
you
science
do?
final.
Oh,
This took 3
I
weeks.
see that.
Good marks.
Post it in the Discord.
Okay. It's kind of embarrassing though.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to, but if you do, I'll check it out.
I like
Why
watching
can't
people's
you-
embarrassing videos.
Black holes.
It's just I had to
Harry.
voice all the characters like you do with Lego Motel.
Right.
Just not. I don't have the experience.
Yeah, I feel
You
you.
you wanna hear something else that's embarrassing?
What's up?
I remember when I remember like I think it was a year and a half ago. My own kind of spin-off of Lego Motel with Darth Maul and Darth Vader, and made a truth about the Last Jedi video before you even did your own one.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's unlisted on my channel because I just don't I just don't feel like it should be on my channel public anymore. But
I feel you. I've done that with videos before.
But yeah, I don't know if you've seen that, by the way, Ramsey.
Wait, we
I
have
think I might have.
in the chat.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Well, if you want, I can send it again in the chat. So you guys, it will be exclusive to the chat if you guys want to see it.
Go for it, dude.
One of these days, I want to make like a big old, I don't know, multi-part series where I just rip into the new Star Wars trilogy in like Lego form. It'll be just like a
Red Letter Media.
whole, kind of like that, but obviously it'll be like a more narrative rather than like going point by point like an essay, but just like combine all of like the crazy shit and like exaggerate it. That's something that I just want to do to like sort of make peace with my frustrations for this trilogy. I just need to do it.
Speaking of frustration, sorry, you were talking. I'll let you finish.
Oh no, I'm done.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, did you guys see the Game of Thrones finale?
Oh yes.
I'm not a Game of Thrones fan, but I saw it. Yeah.
It was like the last Jedi for me. I mean, I like the Last Jedi, but I'll have no problem admitting it had like tons of flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I adore The Last Jedi.
I actually
Come at me.
I actually like The Last Jedi as well, guys. You can fight me.
I think, okay, so here's my take on The Last Jedi. So I think for the movie Rian Johnson was trying to make, it turned out all right. I just think for the movie that a lot of people wanted, it was just garbage. Like, because a lot of people just...
that's what I think.
Yeah.
When a lot of people say that it's a bad movie, some of them are saying that it's not exactly what they wanted. But it does have... I can admit that.
I loved all...
Go ahead.
Sorry. I loved all that stuff with Rey and Kylo Ren. That was like my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like they were force Skyping.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite part
Star
too.
Wars
It was
movie that
interesting.
has some of the best of Star Wars, but it also has a lot of the worst of Star Wars.
Oh, Ramsey.
A lot of people,
I
a lot of people seem to hate Luke's death, but I actually thought his death was pretty.
That was beautiful. I almost
pretty nice.
cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was well done.
If anything, the thing I hated about Luke in that movie is the way he was executed, like how he didn't even care about Leia's well-being.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
She's his sister.
it's all thanks to Obi-Wan.
you could sort of argue like he was just doing it for what he felt was the greater good. My problem, I think, the only problem I really have with Luke is just I wish they were more consistent with like his sort of serious tone. He makes like jokes here and there, and I just don't think it's pulling off the sort of hermit sort of character that they're trying to pull off. So I don't think that should have been better.
Yeah.
Well, there were
Other
a
than
couple
that-
jokes that even I'll agree didn't really land, but in general, I liked I loved what they did with Luke.
Yeah.
Just a
The
couple
jokes were
lines here and
pretty
there.
funny. The jokes
Like-
were okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I want to say that the scene between Luke and Yoda in The Last Jedi is one of my favorite scenes
All-time
They brought
favorite.
back Puppet
Yeah.
Yoda.
in Star Wars. Honestly, it was
That one was
a great
good.
scene.
The shot with the looking at the fire might be
That
my
was
favorite
beautiful.
shot in Star Wars.
I love that shot so much.
The big wide shot with the little tiny silhouettes with the
Yeah.
fire, that was
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
That looks, yeah, and also the shot of the double sunset when he died, and the binary sunset theme started playing. You love it
beautiful,
in
yeah.
The Last Jedi. You can't deny that the cinematography in it is brilliant.
Well, some people do, but
Some
I mean,
scenes, yeah.
I guess. But
Okay.
that's
My favorite scene of The Last Jedi is the battle the battle with the freaking yeah, exactly,
Spawners?
Praetorian guards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, that one, like, the idea of it and, like, the colors and there's cool stuff in it, but it's, like,
Yeah.
the choreography is like, kind of bad when you really
Weird,
look
yeah.
at it. Yeah, it's, like, it's just a really
I
weird
see a lot of
fight.
people cite that scene as one of their favorite. I absolutely love The Last Jedi. It's favorites in the saga. I didn't think that fight was all that great. It was just kind of okay for me.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I didn't think that was the best part of the movie either.
But yeah, it's interesting that everybody
one
seems to
thing,
say
though.
that.
Are we talking about Rey versus the Praetorian Guards, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's one part of the fight where one of the guards' knife just disappears in editing.
Like,
Yeah.
who cares? Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
Johnson.
It's just a tiny
I
bit.
care.
I mean,
It's on the medium side of like,
like,
Well, I mean,
it's not the biggest
you can
deal
take-
ever,
you can
but
take
it's
a lot of the
yeah.
fights from the
She was just
think-
supposed to be dead.
I think my main problem with it is I just don't feel like there's any tension. Do we really think that these people are going to be killed by these
Yeah.
guards?
I think
mean,
the-
maybe-
the
I
Praetorian
guess you
Guards
could.
matter,
I guess you
too.
could. I guess you could sort of argue like about like that for any Star Wars movie. Like obviously no characters, but there wasn't really any emotional basis in the fight. It's just that we have to. We just killed Snoke. We know the conversation that's about to happen, but we're gonna delay it just to have an action scene.
I think what they're trying to do is like.
No,
sort of
it's just it was
Kylo
just
and
to
Rey.
serve a purpose of like have pure action, beautiful cinematography, and all that. And you know, I appreciate it for what it is. I mean, really.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's sort of well done, but definitely not my favorite. I say my favorite of the sequel trilogy is Kylo Ren versus Rey and Finn. I mean, that's pretty much the only other one.
Yeah.
But that one, I felt the anger in Finn, and like when he was going up to Rey after she got knocked out. I thought that was like really powerful. And when he you go an untrained or not even a Force user goes up against a dark side, like that guy's got balls.
It also feels like there's an actual threat there because the lightsaber like cuts down entire trees, and it feels like whoa, Finn could like actually die during this scene.
Yeah. So my favorite part of the sequel trilogy is that fight, probably.
Right on. Okay, so let's talk about some of the people in the chat here. Hawaiian Beach is saying, Ramsey, opinion on E3 2019. Too much trailers, not enough gameplay. You should make an episode ripping on that. The only thing I really cared about as far as E3 goes was the Nintendo stuff. Everything else I didn't really I didn't really care too much. Any of you guys paying attention to the E3 stuff? Looking forward to any games or anything like that?
Cyberpunk was intriguing. Oh, Skywalker Saga.
I'm so pumped for that game because Complete Saga is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
All I know about E3 is Keanu Reeves and
Cyberpunk
the Lego game. Yeah,
everyone knows about it.
Oh, okay.
Wake up, samurai!
We got a city to burn.
Yeah,
that was nice.
I love Keanu Reeves. He's just so cool.
He's such a gentleman.
I know.
Wait, have you guys seen the I Love Movies clip that went viral on Twitter?
Oh yeah, I love
movies.
I love making them. I love watching them. Oh man,
I love Keanu Reeves.
My connection was lagging. What did I miss?
Oh, we're talking about E3.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Okay, can we get an episode where it's like the movie I cannot name because you're supposed to follow the rules, but Obi starts having an imaginary friend like Tyler Durden? Oh, like Fight Club, like a Lego Motel episode, like Fight Club.
I love Fight Club.
That's a good idea.
I watched that movie.
Oh man, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant movie.
Yeah, I watched it for the third time recently, and it's 3 times more clever.
Nice.
David Fincher is just awesome.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Ramsey, I have a question. Like,
easily one of my favorites.
Are you going to continue your Batman series?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm working on the next one. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be like 10 minutes long. That's why it's been taking like forever for me to actually finish it, but it'll be coming. It's going to be pretty epic as far as I can tell, but
the Arkham City episode?
Arkham City 5, the final Arkham City. And then we're moving into another one called War for Gotham, so War for Gotham Volume 1 will be coming out shortly after that. That one's pretty much written.
That makes me think of The Dark Knight Rises.
I sat down and watched that.
Yeah.
It was great. Like, good job on that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Captain Bean says Ramsey looks like Keanu Reeves. Now this is just a meme where people are just saying I look like people I don't look like.
Maybe get the beard, then we'll talk.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Ramsey looks like Jennifer Lawrence, guys. Does anyone else see it?
Ramsey looks like Scarlett Johansson.
Right? Yeah.
Ramsey's pretty.
I think I'm more of like a Margot Robbie. You know what I mean? I feel like
I see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the blonde.
We have like the same face, guys.
You should get Jangbricks to voice in a Lego Motel.
Yeah, I will reach out to him. I feel like he's too big. I think that would be like an ant trying to have a conversation with a human being. Like I would just get stepped on. But I'll try. Like.
Yeah,
or no, if he doesn't, then you just take like clips of his actual videos and like just try to recontextualize it.
Yeah, I want to do more things like in the first episode of Lego Motel, like like I did with Movie Buzz, I want to take more YouTubers, just take clips of their videos, short clips,
Oh,
and
get Vsauce.
animate them.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
able to get Brotherhood Workshop in my upcoming video.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
So he's in the neighborhood of doing. I don't know if this was just like a one-off thing that I like begged him. So I don't know.
That's a big pull, Brotherhood
Well,
Workshop.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if he would do anything on my channel because like I've talked to him briefly and he said he thought my stuff was pretty funny, but I don't know if he would actually link up because like he keeps it pretty like PG over on his end of
Yeah,
things.
I feel like
And
he's
also
such
he
a
has
good
that deal with
relationship with
Lego.
Lego. It's probably not in his best interest to associate
Yeah.
You
Right,
did something
yeah.
a while ago. You were gonna start
Family values, you know.
Lords of the Cringe with Keemstar and iDubbbz.
Yeah, I realized that
Oh.
I like to make content that's like as much as possible like evergreen, where it's like you can watch it like years from now and it'll still be good. That's how a lot of my content works. Like it plays a lot better the longer you leave it. Like ever since 2016, the stuff I make, like you can go back and watch it and it gets a lot more views the more time goes by. Whereas I feel like if I had made Lords of the Cringe, like it would have been irrelevant like 1 year later. You know what I mean? Like it would have, because Leafy,
Yeah, I see
like
what you
Leafy
mean.
would have been in it. Like Keemstar would have been the bad guy, and he's like
Yeah.
not really anymore. And it's like the commentary community is just so it's constantly changing. So to try to nail it down with a video like that, I realized that wasn't going to work.
I see what you mean now. I understand that. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That being said, your James Gunn video was very good.
yeah. And like a few months later, they rehired him. So I was just like, well, there goes
Yeah.
that. But I guess everyone
Yeah.
will know what I'm talking about when they watch it
I
later.
bet they only did that because they wanted Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, could be.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to leave in a minute.
All right, no problem.
Awesome getting to talk with you all, and I hope we can do it again soon.
Yeah, man. Have a great rest
Oh,
of your day.
definitely.
Have a
You
great
too.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Hawaiian Beach wants me to add Will Smith to the Lego Motel universe. That's actually that would be pretty funny if you just have
That's
something.
hot.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you have something
That's
crazy,
Rewind time.
and then you just pan over and it's like a Will Smith minifigure, and he's like, "Yeah, that's hot," you know. And
that's
it's like,
hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
that would be pretty good.
Yeah.
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 Oh!
Yeah, it's rewind time. Yeah.
Can you get Jules Winfield from Pulp Fiction to be Nick Fury and Mace Windu's other cousin?
Just another Nick Fury. Yeah, maybe.
How about just get everyone from Pulp Fiction?
Just
Yes,
do
please.
just do Pulp Fiction and Lego the whole movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do that.
They now have a minifigure for his character in Jurassic Park.
Oh, cool.
Forgot
Hold
his
on to
name.
your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, ask
right,
O.J.
the
Simpson.
Lord
if he'll
of the
know.
Rings. Is the Lord of the Rings parody getting a sequel in Lego Motel?
Maybe. I think it's funny that they forgot to destroy the ring at the end of all of that, and it's like
Or
still
maybe a prequel.
it's like still somewhere in their apartment. Like they still have the one ring like in a drawer somewhere in their apartment in Lego Motel.
That's got to pay off somehow.
Yeah, that'll go somewhere someday. I hope.
Maybe you could have a gag in like the next season where you have a bunch of ring wraiths like coming to the house and Mace Windu has to keep killing them and it's like, why are they coming? And forgets that they didn't
Yeah.
destroy the ring.
That's not bad. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Grimdara says, make a parody prediction of Rewind 2019. I hope that they learned from last year and that this year's Rewind is going to be better. I hope it's not going to be as bad as last year's. I don't know.
How about you make the one for 2019 so you can copyright strike them?
Right?
Yeah. Make like the worst video ever, and then when they make it, you can say, "Actually, I did this."
Oh, that's a great idea to do like a parody of the Rewind, because that was so cringy that, you know, you can make some pretty solid comedy with that.
If I could control Rewind, I would like Fortnite and Marquez Brownlee.
Mark Ash Brownlee.
Mark asked.
Yeah.
That was
That's
so
how he
funny.
said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah.
You guys know
Bruce
Brick
Lee.
Film Day? You guys know Brick Film Day?
Yeah.
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 So he made like at the end of the year, he made a whole rewind video for all of the Brick films of 2018, and it was awesome. I don't know
Oh,
if you guys
that's so
saw
cool.
that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
like
haven't seen it.
I haven't.
You
either.
haven't? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, you guys absolutely should see it.
I gotta check that
It's
out.
really well done. Yeah.
It's definitely probably better than
Yeah,
the
the,
original.
the thing
As
And
well as
I
the
hope,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I hope your videos get featured in this month's highlights video in the Brickfilm Days channel.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Gotta
think
hit
they,
it
do you
up.
think they would put Lego Motel in that? I'm not so sure.
Well,
I
they
mean,
would
you
put like
deserve
a
it, man. You
This
made
is
a
gonna
big
make
fuck
comeback
you.
for the month, man.
This is gonna put Lego Motel on the
doing
map.
that.
Brickfilm Day is kind of like PG-13, so I
Yeah.
don't think he would have a problem with that.
We'll
The
see.
thing
I
love
don't
about
think
the-
I don't think anyone. I mean, I don't think there's really that big of a filter, for a Brickfilm Day.
Okay.
But, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's
The thing I love
I'm
the
not
most
I'm
about
not the manager of Brickfilm Day, so I wouldn't know.
The thing I love the most about Lego community is like channels that are grown don't care like voice acting for smaller.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kinda-
valuable. Yeah, it's to just have people
Yeah.
who are willing to collaborate without.
Yeah, I don't think like
hesitation,
many
yeah.
communities have that ability, like sort of ability, because it's great actually. Like imagine having someone who is 10 times has a 10-time better growth on each. Like it's just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's why I think it's super cool that the Action Brick is like willing to collaborate with me. Like he let me do a voice in one of his videos, and that he's willing to do
I got
voices
nothing better
for
to
me.
do.
It's like- yeah, but it is really cool that it's almost like that. There is no discrimination. It's like, okay, if you like this person's content, like then you're happy to like do stuff
Yeah,
with them.
that's
I think that's great.
Yeah.
You don't find that. You're right. You don't find that in other communities. Like a lot of I guess the commentary community is one. The beauty and makeup community. There's a lot of different aspect, like parts of YouTube where you have channels that are big channels that will only collaborate with someone or feature someone or something if they're either about as big as them or if they're like really quickly growing. Other than that, like they don't really care. Like like H3H3, I think they're cool, but they really don't. They don't feature any other YouTubers that have under 1 million subscribers. They just won't, and it's
We
like,
have, in this community,
Dude.
it's unique.
I used to
Yeah.
really love H3H3. Like back in 2015, like that was their golden year.
yeah, they were like the top of comedy on YouTube for a time,
Yeah.
and now they're just
Yeah.
kind of just doing that podcast, and it's like sometimes it's good and like other times it's not. And-
yeah.
Most
Podcast
people
is
go to the
horrible.
podcast to see the guests, and no one's really interested in HGA.
I only watch
Yeah.
I only watch the podcast just to like sort of stay informed ish. Like I don't even go there just for Ethan really. Just to hear his just mildly curious about his opinion on it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so weird to think that it's 2019 now, and like 2015 seems like last year for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Time
Yeah.
flies, man.
Mhm.
Eh.
The Force Awakens, like that's 4 years ago now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Almost.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't know that movie came out until my grandma told me.
What?
What, The Force Awakens?
Yeah, for The Force Awakens. She sent me
Wow.
the trailer, and then I looked, and I'm like, what?
That's
How did your
insane.
grandma
How did you
know
not
like there's a
know?
Star Wars? Wow.
That's how I feel about the Marvel movies. Like today I saw like a review for Spider-Man: Homecoming pop up on my subscription feed, and I was like, "Whoa, that's out!" And then I clicked on, it, I was like, "What? Jake Gyllenhaal's in this? What? Like what? What are they? What?" Yeah, I had no idea about anything in that movie.
I
When's that
used to
short-
be a massive X-Men fan, but I only just recently realized they're doing a Dark Phoenix movie.
I didn't watch it.
Do you
because
really
Right.
mean Homecoming,
Oh, they already
or do you
did
mean
it.
Far From Home. Do you really mean Homecoming, or do you mean Far From
Oh
Home?
no, I mean Far
You mean
From
Far
Home.
From Home.
They both have home in the title, and that doesn't
Yeah,
help.
I make that mistake too.
Yeah. Spider-Man: Homecoming 2.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
3 homeless.
Yeah,
No,
that's got to
the
be what
James
it is. Yeah.
That's the James Mangold final movie he's gonna make. Old Man Spidey. Did you hear he was gonna direct the Boba Fett movie, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Was that no? Was he? I thought he was gonna do the Obi-Wan one. I might
no,
be wrong.
I'm pretty sure he was doing the
Wasn't it
was
Josh
doing-
Trank that was gonna do the Boba Fett one, and then the Fantastic
Fan
Four,
Four-
Fan
it's
Four
Fan
Stick,
Four Stick.
yeah, Fan
Fan
Four
Four
Stick
Stick.
happened, and then they were like, all right, forget that guy.
He was gonna do one of the anthology films.
Say what?
I feel like Josh Trank. I feel like the Subway guy.
Okay, well, he's not. I don't think
like-
he's on Jared the Subway guy level, but yeah, I mean, he's he's apparently hard to work with. That's
Could be just
Oh.
Michael Jackson.
You guys remember
Not,
Colin
not,
Trevor?
gonna, not gonna lie, Jared the Subway guy's kind of hot.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember 10 years ago we were really good friends.
oh Jesus.
I feel like Subway after they found out he's a pedophile. I feel like Wes Craven after he died.
Whoa, dude, too
too
soon.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
that was
funny.
a funny joke.
Yo, Ramsey, can you say something?
Still not funny,
which-
but good work. Keep trying.
Right. Can I say something in what?
like something which has the word minifig, like how Mace Windu pronounces that. Like it's so funny.
Minifigure.
My figure.
What's going on, minifigure?
What's up, figure?
That and the
Yeah,
gender
like-
dysphoria joke are my favorite
First
jokes
time
this season so far.
Listening to that, like it had me dying.
You get a pass.
Dude, there's a brand new voice that I've been working on coming in next week's episode for Short Round's dad. It's like a Japanese man voice, and it's gonna be pretty funny.
Is Short Round's dad gonna be Glenn from The Walking Dead?
I don't know what he sounds like, but I don't. Maybe I don't know.
Is your voice gonna sound like the Asian restaurant guy from South Park?
No, it'll be different. It'll be more of like an elder Japanese guy. It'll be like, let me try to do a little bit of it. It's like
Oh yes, please.
it's like, oh, arigato, Indy-san. Thank you for taking care of a short round. You know, like a little bit like that.
Anime, dude. That sounds like
Yeah, it'll be kind of like that.
Basically an Asian Adam West Batman.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yep.
Okay.
I miss Adam
Okay.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rip.
Too soon and not funny.
Yo. Yeah.
Hawaiian Beach wants to know, will we ever get ingredients to what's in Fast and Fried Chicken? He's implying in a previous comment that maybe Fast and Fried Chicken isn't chicken, it's actually people.
It's just the Krabby Patty formula.
Soylent Green?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that could actually be really funny if Fast and Fried Chicken was actually made of people, but I don't know how I would implement that in an episode.
Wait, no. Every character in Lego Motel is like Robin and like Druggy recently, or they've all just become chicken.
What if it's just Chewbacca?
Whoa.
Like that
That's
episode.
It's Porgs. Yeah.
It's Porgs, dude. That would make a lot of sense.
A surprise, but a welcome one.
Yeah, but I mean,
sure.
there's still the necromancer factory of the thing.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest, dude. I think I was just kind of like, I was spitballing, and I just threw that in there, and I feel bad because I don't know where that's going to go, or if that'll ever come back.
Hey,
Are we gonna
Ramsey,
get so you established
go on.
that Doc and Marty are like they're in Lego Motel. What if you did a Doc and Marty and Harry and Dumbledore episode?
Doc and Marty and Harry and Dumbledore. You know what? I think you just struck some pretty good ideas right there. I think that there's a lot of potential for that. That's I think you struck oil, my friend. That could be good. I'm gonna think
Nice.
about that.
Yo, Ramsey, when are you gonna be making these kind of live streams? Like, is it gonna be a weekly thing?
I think the idea is I'll do one of these the day after Lego Motel comes out for all of season 5.
What about
like
after season 5?
So like once a week, and then I'll do. I don't know. I'm really trying to do an episode of season 5 a week while shooting the next Lego Batman thing, and I hope I can actually pull that off. But if season 5 ends before the next Lego Batman comes out, then I'll do another live stream of me animating the next Lego Batman for a couple of scenes, and I'll do one of those again. And then when Lego Batman comes out, I'll do a stream the day after that to discuss that and kind of just do a general stream. These discussion streams, while I call them a discussion about the video that just came out, really like the first like 30 minutes is a discussion about the video, and then we branch off into like a lot of other topics for the most part. And I think that's kind of the format here. But another thing, okay, this is a little bit off topic, but I was talking to somebody about just growing YouTube channels. Like I have a friend who's like getting into drop shipping and like various e-commerce things, and he was giving me a lot of advice on how to read the analytics on my YouTube channel and make my videos more clickable and all that. And I like one of the suggestions he gave me really messed with my OCD, but he was just like, look, you shouldn't call your videos the title of your video can be Lego Batman Arkham City Volume 3. Like that can be what your video's called, but that shouldn't be the title of the video. Like the title, like, or your Lego Motel episode can be Lego Motel 27 200 IQ, or what, that can be the title of the episode, but that shouldn't be the title of the video. Like you should make the video like you should make the video title super clickable, like Obi-Wan.
You should put gone sexual and gone wrong in the title.
Yeah. Well, no, like in so many words, like like not literally do that,
3 a.m.
but yeah.
Ginger Jedi finds out he has 200 IQ, gone sexual.
If I made last week's Lego Motel episode, like if I had titled that like Batman's quitting in all caps with a bunch of question marks, that might have gotten more clicks. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I kind of like the format.
I like the format, and I like it. Really makes me feel good. Like there's a structure to it. You got this episode. You got the title, the episode number, and then the name of the episode. But
you won't believe how high his IQ.
But the problem is that it might be driving people away. If you look at it purely like from a business sense and not from the artistic merit of the show or the films that I make or whatever, it might be like a little. It might be a little intimidating to see episode 27, because then it's like, well, I haven't seen the other 26, and it's hard to bring new people in.
Yeah, you feel like you're not.
They'll feel the urge to watch the other ones.
Yeah, Ramsey, that's exactly what happened with me. Like, first, so one, I was like, oh, I haven't watched like the previous one, but like watching back to it, I sat down, watched every episode, and like I didn't regret it, because like they're great episodes. You know, it's like you said, kind of a business type thing. It's kind of driving people off, but like if you actually sit down, click on it, and watch it, you'll get the feeling. You know, that it's a great title.
I think that's really valuable feedback you just gave, man, because it's like I think you're proving that the guy I talked to did make a good point. Like it does. Yeah. You have to really go out on a limb to watch a Lego Motel. Like you'll probably like it when you do watch it, but when you just buy the title and the thumbnail, those are the two big things that drive you into a video, and they are a little bit standoffish for someone who hasn't seen the series yet. What I might want to do is come up with a clickable title, and then after that title have in parentheses Lego Motel 27 or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or maybe that could be one of your like lost episodes.
Yeah, or what I could do is take the funniest clips from a bunch of episodes of Lego Motel and just re-upload those with really clickable titles, separate from the episode.
Yeah, the best
like
of Obi-Wan.
Like, well, a single clip show. Yeah, like a show with one clip. you know what I mean? Like, just upload a funny clip.
I got a couple questions.
Yeah.
The number one, Ramsey, in watching your stream, there's like a coming and going Sam $2.20.
Yeah, I noticed that. What is that
thing?
Yeah, that was so my dad just randomly found my streams, and he just went on to Streamlabs and donated $20. So now his name shows up with his donation every episode. When I saw that, I wasn't even streaming.
That's really cool.
Like, yeah, I just one morning I was working on Lego Motel, and then I got an email from Streamlabs like, you got a $20 donation. I was like, oh, that's amazing! Holy crap!
Oh, what a nice guy.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really nice of him.
So question number 2 now is for everyone. What's the first Lego Motel episode you've ever watched?
That's a good
Episode
question.
13.
13? Okay.
The one where Mace Windu has the argument about talking black in movie theater, black people talking.
Oh, that's the second one. Okay, nice.
And I was 8. I was 8 when I saw that. I think I was lazy to start watching it.
What do you think? I like fried chicken and watermelon too? And they're like, yeah, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember the first one I saw. I think it might have been one of the like Star Wars ones, like maybe the Truth About the Force Awakens. I think that might have been it. Might have been my first one.
I think the first one I saw was Jedi Avenger 18. No clue why.
Yeah,
Okay.
my first video was around the Mace Windu Unchained, just around there. I know it was around there.
Mm-hmm.
My first one was probably one of the 3 Lord of the Rings chapters.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is getting off topic, but since you did Windu Unchained, like Django Unchained, are you gonna do like another Quentin Tarantino film,
Please
spin-off thing
do.
or whatever?
I wanted to do the Hateful Eight, and I wanted to do a Hateful Eight parody. I can't. I'm trying to figure out how to actually do that. You know, like what?
Do a 4-part Netflix
That would
special.
be great. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I really want to do that, and then like a Reservoir Dogs style thing. Like I think doing.
Yeah, I was just about to say Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah,
where
that
they're
would fit
all-
well.
they
You
all-
have like a bunch of Lego Motel characters doing a heist, and there's an actual one guy's actually an undercover cop, and
Yeah,
it goes wrong, and like you just do like a parody of Reservoir Dogs. I think that
He
would
goes
be
like,
great.
"You're
That'd be
Mr.
great.
Brown" to Mace Windu, and he's like,
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's actually
Wait.
really funny.
Brown.
Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you did? You know how I said earlier, like have the ring, like they'll eventually go back and destroy the ring.
Yeah.
What if you did that to like the style of Inglorious Bastards?
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, you know what? That's actually really good.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Okay, so Grimdara in the chat says the idea about changing the titles to make them a little more accessible is a really good idea, and it'll bring more people to the series. I
prescription
agree.
medication gave me gender dysphoria. Story time.
Dude, yeah, I think it'll be an interesting process to go through all the Lego Motels and find like really clickable titles for them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that for like probably a week before I actually start doing that. But if I do it, I want to still keep the actual title in parentheses afterwards, but just have a more clickable thing.
I don't know, man.
the
I
main
think
title.
Gay for Pay and then having Batman there was just that was the most clickable title ever.
He changed the title. It's not called Gay for Pay anymore.
I can't call it Gay for Pay.
That's really upsetting.
I literally.
Are they homophobic or something?
YouTube won't let you put the word gay in the title of your video and monetize it. You can't.
That doesn't make any sense.
You can't put gay in the title. You can't put hell in the title. You can't put the word like Christian or like religion or like certainly not abortion or any like you can't put those types of words in your
YouTube's
title.
so annoying.
They automatically demonetize you.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
And now they added 2 ads instead of 1, so that's great.
Yeah, dude, I hate it when I finish like I happen to have like an ad playing and then I finish the ad and they punish me with another ad.
I know, right?
You know, do you get that?
Yeah, sometimes it says skip ads, like the plural, and I'm like, I don't notice it. I think it's just one ad. I'm like, oh, well, it's almost over. Like, I'll just let it play. And then a second one starts, and I'm like, I shouldn't have trusted you. It's like...
Am I a joke to you?
Exactly.
How does it feel to have
CNR Studios in the chat says, save Ramsey. He has been kidnapped by his dad, and they are covering it by sending $20. Okay. All right. So yeah, all right. This was pretty cool, guys. We're coming up on 2 hours here, so we'll start to like ramp down the stream a little bit. But we're definitely on schedule to have another Lego Motel next Thursday. I'm gonna try really hard to get heavy into production on the next Lego Batman, so we can have that by like between July 8th and 18th. I think is a nice fluffy range for me to nice target for me to try to hit. So we'll do that. I'm developing a couple of Star Wars things. Those will be fun. I really appreciate everyone in the chat. Grimdara, Hawaiian Beach. What's up, man?
I'm interested to see what the restaurant scene is in context. Because you asked us to do the ad-libs, but I have no idea what the scene is.
Yeah, I like doing that. I like when I sent the Action Brick his lines or whatever, I made sure not to send him the whole script for the episode because I was like, I know he likes to watch the show, so I'll let most of the episode be like a pleasant surprise for him, and I'll just give him enough so he understands his scene.
Just treat him like Tom Holland.
Like that.
Ramsey, I'm honestly like surprised with how good your fan base is. Like Lego Motel series, animating is like really simple, but you're getting no hate, and that's good. Like, it goes off to show that showing like what's like the point of the video, and not to hate on some stuff like, oh, this movement wasn't smooth enough, and that's great. Like,
Thanks, man.
like that's what I was saying before. Like the Lego community, like it's unique. You know what I'm saying?
It's very accepting because we're all here. Like the commentary community for like in contrast is like people are all there because they hate the same thing. You know what I mean? Whereas the Lego community is all here because we love the same thing, and it shows in the way that communities
that was
work.
poetic.
Yeah.
That was deep.
Yeah.
I feel like I can just be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a really friendly community.
I love you
It
guys.
is, yeah.
I hope.
I love you too, man.
Like that. Yeah, I hope it's.
All right.
At least I got fucked by my friend.
Whoa.
Gee.
It was my pleasure to fuck you, man.
Oh.
Righty then. So, all right, yeah, this was really fun. I'm gonna end the stream here, but I really appreciate Grimdara or Volt Equinox in Discord, CNR Studios, Hawaiian Beach, Captain Beans, all you guys in the chat, and all you guys, Biggie Smalls, Benjamin Button, Captain Red, Charlie of Chewbacca, Oak 99, The Action Brick, Z Shifty, all you guys who were in the voice chat on Discord. I really appreciate that. This was really fun. It's always great talking to you guys. I love you all.
Cheers, Ramsey.
Cheers to
Biggie
you.
Smalls never died.
Likewise.
Tupac's alive, and I'll see you guys next week.
Rest in peace, Ahmed.
No! Stop saying that. Alright, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching.